I think he can hear you, Ray.
Don't move. It won't hurt you.
I feel the need for speed. Ow! So together we're the Three Amigos.
Right here. Stop.
Batman, what happened? Are you okay?
He's slimy.
Is it getting hot in here? Is it just me?
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Hey everyone, and welcome here to After the Weekend. We are here on Monday live, and I have my fellow co-host here, Beard of Liberty.
Howdy.
And we have a special guest tonight, Death Row, to join us with this spooky month.
Yes.
It is October the 7th. So we are getting excited to review some spooky movies for the month of October. What happened to R2?
I don't know.
Like he was here.
I thought you kicked him out for a second.
No,
I looked down at the bottom. I was like, no, he's not there.
He was here.
Yeah, I know.
Where did he go?
No.
Oh, he just lost internet.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
That sucks.
well, he just lost internet. All right. Well, when he comes back on, he wanted to join us for this show because this could be he could be on a break for a while, so he wanted to make sure he did another show for us. But to get us in the mood for Halloween, Beard, I have something fun for you to play. Are you ready?
Maybe.
Okay. Here we go.
This part always chokes me up.
This Halloween, nothing sets the mood like a movie from Blockbuster.
You're getting my fur wet.
Sorry.
Was that you and your girlfriend? No.
I cannot confirm because last time I confirmed anything, it became an ongoing joke. So.
Yeah, it did. Well, we are here and we are excited to start the month spooky with our first movie of the month, and that is High Spirits. And I want to say hi to some people. Yes, Aaron, we scheduled it for some reason we scheduled this show for 8:30 in the morning.
That's some Aaron level wrong info.
We forgot to show up.
I'm glad you showed up, but you've been waiting for about 12 hours, and I appreciate that. And then we have Rogue Attraction. Hope you're being safe. I know you're probably going to get a lot of rain here soon in Florida.
Yeah.
He's on the east side of Florida, so he might be okay. He might just get a little bit of tropical storm. Time to weekend. Yeah,
That's right.
Good to see you, Castercraft. And we have Mrs. R2. She looks like she has internet. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, you're back.
I'm sorry.
The timing.
Like you were like there, and then
I know everything crashed on me.
You were gone.
I'm sorry.
Stupid fat hobbit.
Yeah.
I'm really insulted by that. You know, you can call me fat, but how dare you call me a hobbit?
I know.
Way too tall to be a hobbit.
Yeah, I think we've established by now that of the three of us, I'm the hobbit.
You're a dwarf.
You're a dwarf.
Okay, yeah.
Remember, you were like the super dwarf.
I did have somebody way back in the day come up to me that I worked with, and he said, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of built like a Lord of the Rings dwarf. It was kind of like, okay, it's fine with me.
As opposed to
mean-
what other kind of dwarf, though?
Snow
Like
White.
like a time bandit's dwarf.
Yeah, I'm
Hello?
sure he has furry feet.
Oh,
actually-
you nearly got me to show him off. Not gonna happen.
Well, it's okay. We know you have hairy.
George of the jungle, strong as he can.
You know that's not me because I am way furrier than that dude.
Oh yeah, okay. That's just one of the days you shaved.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh.
So yeah,
Maybe
hi.
with duct tape because he made a bikini out of it.
Yeah. So are you okay, Archie? So you weren't here. Are you excited to review our first spooky movie of the season?
I better be. I'm the one who picked it.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear for all of you to just yell at me and berate me for this choice.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna yell at you, but Defro, was this a first watch for you or no?
No, it's not.
Okay, you own it. Okay. It's back in your collection back there.
Jeff Rose, like, I keep it under my pillow at night.
I think I need to travel to wherever.
Yeah, wait
you
from
are.
the Liam Neeson fairy to show up and put something underneath there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have Liam Neeson. I'll take the other ghost.
When you get frisky at night, do you ask the wife if she wants to type? Or whatever they call it. Tuck? Tuck?
You'll get Guttenberg there.
Yeah.
Okay, we know what to do last time.
Nobody wants Guttenberg.
Rick, I'm guessing this was not a first watch for you.
No, I saw this a ton as a kid growing up.
Okay. Beard of Liberty, was this a first watch?
I had no idea this movie ever existed. I've never seen the cover art. I've never seen the trailer. I've never seen anything on it. There are plenty of movies I have not seen that I know exist. I had no idea what this was whenever you announced it.
Yeah, my wife knew about it. She liked it. I, for some reason, thought it was another movie where Guttenberg hangs out with Ghost. And that was The Tower of Terror, which was made a TV show movie. So I don't think I've seen this one before.
I will mention if anybody wants to watch this after our review, it's free on YouTube and Tubi right now.
It is. Don't watch it now.
No.
Yes, Guttenberg was a guy that got the chicks. He was. We've done a few movies with him. No, we've done Police Academy.
Yeah.
He was pretty popular in the 80s. So he was a chick magnet. He was kind of like this guy.
But after 3 men had a baby, he got high on spirits. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. So did our friend Beard. All right. So High Spirits. Yeah, it is. Was 1988 when this movie came out.
Yep.
It was directed, and I think he did direct and written in it, right? Neil Jordan.
I think so. Yeah, when I
It's-
looked this up.
Yeah, he's an American. She's a ghost.
It'll never work out.
Vacation romances are always a hassle.
Can we just acknowledge how back in the day, movie posters really did not care if they portrayed what the movie actually was?
What do you
I
mean?
thought there was gonna be a flying bed in this.
There was a flying bed,
Yeah.
No, there was a falling bed.
and there was a spinning bed.
That's fine
that's a
with style.
different one. And then the one on the other side's got Peter O'Toole's head cut off. What?
Is that cute?
That one's
I'm
from a different. That one's from Europe, so I don't know what they were doing.
I'm
over
assuming that's who that's
No,
supposed to be.
that's not. Well, maybe that is Peter O'Toole, but that was just the headless knight.
I know, but that doesn't happen. That specific doesn't happen. Anyway, never mind.
there. You see how I put the banner over your face?
It's not like modern movie posters actually care about what the movie actually is either. So
No, you are absolutely
Oh.
correct. If Beard can shovel snow the way he mows, I'll hire him to shovel my driveway. Well, if I had a driveway. Well, there you go, Beard. You can get hired up there in Alaska.
see, I was imagining
got a
last
summer
week
and
Jeff
winter
had one of
job
those
now.
I was imagining he had one of those half-mile driveways with basically a county road to get to your house.
Yeah, I think you would do really well in Alaska, Beard.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting. I don't like
So
snow though.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
difference is when you have to shovel Alaska Jeff's driveway, you have to battle polar bears.
Oh my goodness. Or Eskimos. Now, just so you know, this movie, the whole premise of this movie is kind of weird. It basically is there's a hotel-ish castle, been in the family for years over there in Europe. It's going to foreclose, and he has to find Peter O'Toole has to find a way to not let that happen. It's a real castle. It's over there in Europe, and he decides to make a fake haunted house that ends up being a real one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the interior shots, but the exterior shots, it is actually a castle. It was actually a castle ruin. Had fallen into complete disrepair in Ireland.
Yeah, it's called I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's called Dromore Castle.
Yeah, I think
it's
that's
Gromore. Yeah.
Yep. And there's I think that's the picture there is the real castle, on with the people swimming in the water there. But then you've got it kind of highlighted there in a poster, and then the bus to the castle. I mean, so far when it first started, I was like this. It looked promising. Rick.
Yeah, it does start off that way. It kind of then just jumps off a cliff.
It goes pretty wild. Like, I'm talking, I don't know.
It does.
Hold on, are we gonna have to get the dog out for JT this episode?
No, I thought I got a kick out of it. It was fun, but
hey, it was a ghostly movie from the 80s, and it was free to watch for everybody.
Yes, yes, it was free, and
so
I mean, I don't.
So the premise of it is, yes, it's the family castle. He's turned it into a hotel to try to keep money flowing in, so he can keep it from being taken over by this other guy. His mom, he thinks, is kind of crazy because she always talks about the ghosts in there, and then he gets this crazy idea of like, oh, we can use this, we can turn it into this haunted attraction, and he gets his staff to basically rig up all these elaborate ways to create this haunted experience. And then that's when the first round of American Guest shows up.
I like how secretly his staff was just a bunch of like out of work engineers in waiting.
Yeah.
They were talented.
They set up some pretty nice stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Jawa nuns up there in the top right corner.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Well, that was the real ones. That was the real ghosts, supposedly. But,
yeah, so there are some real ghosts that end up showing up because they're mad.
JT
and I remember that part as a kid, because that's the only part in this whole movie that scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Are you a fan of The Nun?
No, not when you can't see the face.
Well, the movie The Nun.
Well, I was gonna say they look like Jawas meet Baby Yoda there.
Oh no, it's Jawa's cross with what was it? Sally Field played the flying nun.
Flying nun.
Yeah. They're pretty.
Sally Field's ghost is after you now.
pretty terrifying. Well, there are two ghosts that are kind of somewhat friendly, and that's Daryl Hannah's character, Mary.
Well, she's
very friendly ghost.
She's very friendly, and then you have Liam Neeson.
He's aggressively friendly.
I was gonna say, by friendly, do you mean grapey?
Yeah, he helps her. He helps. Well, Guttenberg, he's there with his wife, and she's horrible to him. One of the funniest scenes I thought, I actually rewind it, like, did she actually say that? Was when she's on the airplane and she's like taking her Valiums and she's completely out of it, and he's trying to give her like champagne, and then she's like, "Stop trying to get me drunk. I'm not gonna. Next, you'll want to have sex with me." And in front of the whole plane, Guttenberg's like, "Thanks, dear."
Then he slips over to the other side of the aisle where this old lady, he offers her champagne. She goes, "No," and he goes, "All right." Then he very quietly says, "Do you want to have sex?"
I was gonna say that was a little bit of foreshadowing there. But like the 80s when like Valium was just thrown around willy-nilly, And then
Yeah.
like every time you flew on a plane in the 80s, you were first class in like, you know, an area the size of like a living room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like so much leg room.
See, that's the other
Yeah.
thing that surprised me watching this, and I've seen that. I was like, he got a whole damn bottle of champagne onto the plane.
He did. And this was
Like,
the 80s. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure TSA would have you
Not
not
anymore.
drink it all, but
I mean,
I'll be
look,
damned.
What's
I
that,
didn't
sir?
fly back then, but I mean,
A
maybe
candle
they just had
bowling ball right through.
Yeah.
maybe
So-
maybe they had full size bottles if you
No.
were
he brought
special
that on.
enough.
He brought that on. So Guttenberg and his wife, oh my gosh, what's her name now? I forgot it.
Bitch.
Beverly D'Angelo, you know, from Vegas, from the Vacation,
Vacation
movie.
series.
Yeah.
She is horrible. She, they come to this vacation. She's the daughter of the guy who's trying to foreclose Peter O'Toole's castle. So she's kind of there with some ill intentions as well.
Yeah, we don't know that right away, and even Guttenberg's character Jack doesn't find that out till later on when the name gets dropped.
Right, and they're not a very good couple. Let's just put it that way. They just don't
Yeah.
line up. But Guttenberg tries to. He falls in love with a ghost, and
I mean, did you see her? Who wouldn't?
yeah. So he's in love with a ghost, and then the other ghost that was due to be married, Liam Neeson there, he falls in love with Sharon, which is Guttenberg's wife.
Yeah, their story is that they were to be married, and Neeson's character thought that she was cheating and murdered her on their wedding night because she didn't really want to be with him. And they've been reliving that every night for 200 years.
That is correct.
Look, I paid
would really
attention.
I'd really like to hang out with Daryl Hannah, Liam Neeson, and Peter O'Toole, because then I think I would actually be as tan as my wife is compared to those three people.
Yeah, they're pretty light. Well, he played a dead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Peter O'Toole was really drunk throughout the whole filming of this movie.
Peter O'Toole gives it 100% in every scene, though, in this film.
I did see. I didn't look through too much of the trivia and stuff, but I did see one that said that Guttenberg said that O'Toole was incredibly professional but kind of harsh at the same time. He didn't mean it like when the cameras weren't rolling that he was, not polite. He just knew he was very professional. He knew when to say no. He knew when to say yes, and he was just completely professional, even when the cameras are off and when the cameras were on. He was fully in character and everything, and did everything perfect every single time. So
he did.
Gutenberg had
really
nothing bad to say about him, and he's fantastic. I mean, obviously with his pedigree as an actor.
Yeah, he did really good. He was he like 100% every scene, especially in the beginning when you first see him. He did really good.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing that gets me about him, if you listen to his voice, I don't know if it's just me or it could be just me, but he almost sounds like he is a little bit tipsy when he talks. Just the way he carries on.
I mean, I don't know if he actually was on set. Maybe he's method, but his character definitely would have been, because he was in such a state of despair of the entire film. I mean, there are multiple scenes where we see him drink. Even the opening scene, he's getting drunk while talking on the phone.
Yeah. Then they share, him and Guttenberg share that really good booze, the green bottle, when he first sees the ghost.
Yeah.
Well, there's a film he did called My Favorite Year at the beginning of the 80s, and I want to say he's like the same way. He's like perpetually drunk in every scene. And so I don't know if that's part of the character or again, it's just happened to be, just that was his shtick at this point. Like when I'm doing comedies, I get to be drunk.
Now I kind of want to go back and see if he was drunk on the set of Lawrence of Arabia.
He probably was. So we're gonna go right into now. Defro told me he did not look up the numbers, so he's ready to guess. So we're gonna do the numbers next. Yeah.
11, 92, 12.
So he specifically said, I did not look up the numbers.
I
So
didn't.
we did this last time. We're gonna do something special. So again, so we're gonna let you guess the budget, the opening weekend, which was November 18th, 1985. So right around Thanksgiving, and then the gross worldwide. I'm going to give you one hint, Beard of Liberty. Let's just say this movie did not make its budget.
I was already thinking pretty low because like I said, I had never heard of it whatsoever. So whatever following it got afterwards on VHS or DVD had to have been pretty niche.
Yeah. So there's your hint. So Death Row, you can guess Beard of Liberty, and I don't know if R2 looked it up, but you can guess as well.
I did not look it up.
And you can guess at home if you're live in the chat or in the comments. You could also guess.
This is hard.
There were some special effects. I don't know if Guttenberg was expensive back in the day.
Well, seen as the one copy on DVD Death Row owns.
I got that back in the Suncoast era.
Oh, those were the days.
Wow.
It was like $45. What are you talking about?
Hey, Jacob. How you doing?
Hey, Jacob.
So Death Row, what do you think the numbers are?
I say budget wise, I might put it up around 20 million.
20 million.
Because there's no real special. I mean, most of the special effects are something that could be done in a 60s and 70s movie. It's not nothing. Fantastical,
The spinning
CGI
bed
or anything,
wasn't spectacular to you. The
floating
truck.
And I don't think it made maybe 2 million, 3 million.
Which weekend? The first weekend or all time?
I would say all time because this does not have a good rating on IMDb.
What is the rating on IMDb?
IMDb rating is a 5.8 out of 10.
Ooh, I've seen worse.
Down there.
R2, what do you think the numbers are?
Yeah, I mean, thinking about this, one thing I noticed, I rewatched a little bit of this earlier today, and I thought it was interesting. You would think that Peter O'Toole would be billed first, but Daryl Hannah was billed first for this film, which is pretty surprising. But I'm going to say 20 million for the budget.
Hey, Squeaka.
I don't know. I'm just going to go with maybe 2 million on opening weekend. And I think it did 10 million worldwide.
Okay.
So that's my guess. 22 and 10.
22 and 10. And Def, you were 20.
I think it was 30 and what did I say? 8 or something like that. Now can you remember? Yeah.
You said 30. I think you said 8 and then something else for gross. Beard, what do you say?
Wow, I was gonna guess a lot lower. Because
it could be like
maybe
$10.
it's just because it's just so generic because it just but that interior castle seems like it's been on a Hollywood backlot for about 30 years before this movie was made, and they probably reused it. So I was thinking that didn't take a lot of budget to build.
Like Robin Hood.
So I was thinking like 10 million budget, 2 million opening, and 9 gross.
That's true.
Worldwide.
Look at Squeaka. I like the cap guy. He's the only one without a cap. You are absolutely correct.
I wear a cap so that my camera is not blinded by the glare.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Okay, so you're going 20. You're going how low again?
10, 2, and 9.
10, 2, and 9. Some of you
I
were
think the
pretty
budget
close.
was pretty low.
Some of you were pretty close. Some of you were not. But it was 17.
Oh my God.
3 and 8.
That's close.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, we're way off on the budget.
Yeah, 17 million.
I was way off on the budget.
And it only made 3 million on the weekend, which could have been good, but right after the weekend, it It only made another like $5 million.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I mean, you would think with that cast, it would have done better. I mean, and I know like someone like Liam Neeson, not nearly what is well known is now, but I mean Peter O'Toole and Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah, I mean they were supposedly popular people.
Well, Peter O'Toole is kind of on the downswing in this. I mean, he's
but he had a legacy. Like there was still weight to his name, but I mean, he also had Beverly D'Angelo and Daryl Hannah.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Very
but
weird.
I mean, I guess I had never absolutely not heard of it until the other day when I was checking to make sure what I had to watch. So that's
the only thing I can think of Daryl Hannah being in before this was she the one that was in the Mermaid movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Tom Hanks. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of her being in besides this movie.
I'm not a big fan
of her. She was in Blade Runner before all this in '82.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of hers.
Yeah, she's in Blade Runner, Splash, Wall Street.
I always thought she had a weird head.
Yeah, me too.
She seems like very like clumsy and ditzy in real life. I don't know why.
Right. However, before we move on to the review, we haven't done an After Weekend Hard in a while. And we usually show some PSAs. So I found one for the spooky season. So this is a spooky season PSA, a one to grow on.
Like that's a monster movie. Oh no.
Is that Kamala Harris?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You're scaring me, Harold!
There's really nothing to be scared of. You see, the dark is scary because we can't see as well. Darkness by itself, it's no big
Daddy
thing.
broke out of mental hospital again.
It makes you afraid. But as long as you're in a safe place, like your own
From the
house
A-team.
or your own room, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Tell me, are you really scared? Oh, Harold, you're scarier with the lights on.
Wow.
I like how the kid's like, hell.
Dang, Harold.
Isn't that awesome? Some little kid in the 80s on some kid shows like, hell.
Just give the random A-team member in there just to talk to you.
I'm sure 10 minutes later he popped a Valium. So
yeah, I thought you would enjoy that.
Those are lying around everywhere.
You can catch our After the Weekend Hard sometimes on Saturdays. We just kind of been out of rhythm with a lot of stuff going on, so I thought you would all enjoy that. All right, so here's the rest of the cast. And there's a picture of the ghost that he falls in love with when he realizes she's dead. And
I really liked Martin Ferrero's character. I mean, they let him ham it up a little bit, but not nearly as much as I was kind of hoping, or at least I remember him doing, because he was like the parapsychologist, and he had that it was like an answering machine, a radio, and like a telephone all merged together.
Right. And then
he was great watching him swing that detector around. I swear he was channeling fencing moves because he looked like he was taking fencing positions.
And I tried to get a picture. I could not find it anywhere where he's walking by the grouper head and the arm just comes out. That was terrifying. That part right there is like, I forgot all about that.
Do you remember he was in Miami Vice? You remember? He was
he was Jurassic Park 2, wasn't he? The first Jurassic Park. I mean Jurassic Park as well.
Toilet.
But he also had a great scene in this that had to be a nod to, classic Frankenstein, where he gets, hit by electricity and he gets knocked up onto the platform and you get the camera overhead as he's being lowered down. Oh, that's a nice touch.
Then too, he's like, once he starts, like the spirits start like making everything go off, and he's like, I gotta go check this out. And he's like, something doesn't smell right. And she's like, it smells like burnt rubber.
Like burnt rubber.
Sorry, it's me.
And let's not mention the fact that his wife is probably, in my opinion, the hottest one.
Yes.
You know who that is, don't you? It's Connie Booth, who plays Marge, which is his wife. is the one of the main characters from Faulty Towers, which she did with what's his face from Monty Python.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
this is not a scary movie at all. It's really just kind of a funny scary.
yeah.
Yeah, there's only a couple places in it that might.
You also have Jennifer Tilly. She's always
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. You've got
Except for her voice, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I tell you.
I don't mind it.
She's in.
I can plug my ears.
She was in with Biodome, I think. She was in Biodome. But yeah, you have
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she was. I think she was also in a lot of. Maybe she was in Mallrats. I can't remember.
She was in Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, good little cast here because he has his Peter O'Toole has his people who live there that are also trying to help him save the castle, and they do like a funny little like octopus like show.
Yeah, that was weird.
This is when it got really. This is one of the times it got really weird.
Okay, so I like the fact that they have it set up just as like an entertainment, and from what I understand, the most of the staff are like they live in the village nearby, and it's kind of like the only employment they've got. But they set up this kind of cheesy story play thing that comes into play later whenever the ghosts kind of take it over. And I actually really liked it because it was a very clever scene and how it show you the 2D and the 2D would become 3D and start interacting with the people. And then, somebody gets pulled into it. They become a 2D character. So they take a life preserver and they throw it onto the stage and it becomes a 2-dimensional life. I thought it was a really clever scene.
Yeah, we have talked about some spoilers, but trust me, it's not going to ruin the movie.
This movie is not very plot heavy. It's just a good time.
Yeah, if you're just looking for a fun little Halloween ghost, that's not a terrifying movie. This will be it for you. I just thought the octopus stuff was funny.
Some of it did remind me of what's the Johnny Depp movie where he's playing Ed Wood, where he gets what's his face to wrestle with the octopus that doesn't have the mechanics in it because he stole it and forgot to get the mechanical parts to make the octopus movie. So just grab it and flail around.
Yeah.
Some of that was like that.
I remember as a kid though, like seeing one of like those stages, like after seeing this movie and being like very cautious to go near it because of like the octopus just showed up and grabbing the kid.
Oh, that's funny. So like the other character I also like was the priest. I've liked him in a few other things too.
Peter Gallagher.
He's got one of those faces that even as young as he is right here, I immediately recognized but couldn't tell you where, just because he shows up everywhere.
He's the dad. He's the dad on OC. On the OC.
I was gonna say he was the original love interest in While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock. He's the one that he falls off the train tracks and ends up in a coma.
Yeah, so these are some scenes from the other characters. Like there's Liam Neeson. He's a ghost giving Guttenberg's wife a massage in the shower.
He's got all the glitter to go for it too.
He was very glittery.
Jennifer Tilly looks like she's channeling Sigourney Weaver from Alien. I don't know why.
Yeah, not a good look from the hair there.
And then we find out that the mom who lives in the hotel castle with Peter O'Toole's mom is married to a ghost. So she's like, it's cool. You can fall in love with a ghost. And
well, in her case, they were married beforehand and then he died.
Hey, Squeaka says, that sounds like a great introduction line. I'm not plot heavy, but I'm a good time.
That's what she said.
Do you know the background of the actor who plays the mom though?
No. Are you going to drop a fun fact for us?
She's very huge in any type of British TV series that might have a grandmother in it. She's probably going to be the one playing it.
Oh, okay.
Throughout the 80s and 90s. And she first first time one of the first things she did was I don't know if you ever seen the show, the Last of the Summer Wine.
No.
Okay. Or The Vicar of Dibley.
No.
No.
Okay. Never mind that. Anyway, she's in a shit ton of stuff. Let's put it that way.
I mean, yeah, I'm starting to look at this and I'm recognizing some names that, you know, I might not have really seen, but I recognize the names. And especially younger, her face is very recognizable.
I mean, I've seen
more
her.
modern people might have recognized her. She was Grandma Georgina in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen her. She's in quite a few things.
She's just one of those like everywhere kind of character actors that just
right.
She didn't start. I had to look it up. She didn't start acting until she was 50 years old too.
Yeah.
Wow. She's fantastic.
She was in the new Charlie and Chocolate Factory. But she's done a lot of stuff. You can look her up out there.
It's quite the list.
All right, so let's do in the theaters.
Real quick, let's say we're talking about casting, though. I do have a piece of trivia, or do we want to save that for the end?
You can say it now.
The original choice for Peter Plunkett was Sean Connery.
Oh God,
would not have worked.
Could you imagine Sean Connery in this film?
Yeah,
I mean, he still would have sounded. He still would have sounded Scottish. It wouldn't have worked.
Oh no.
They probably would have been slapping Guttenberg around the whole time.
Probably. I bet you those two would have gotten
He'd be slapping the ladies around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't know. I could see like him and Liam Neeson like ganging up on Guttenberg.
What does he do it? Does he do it with his eyes closed in the shower? What do you mean? Like you all do? Huh?
What?
All right, moving on. We're gonna do in the theaters, and we'll see what was in the theaters that did way better than this movie.
Shut your drums and stop kicking us face! We're trying to watch the movie!
Okay, so this movie came out again November 18th, 1988. The number one movie that came out the same week was Land Before Time, which we need to review. We haven't reviewed that.
Oh yeah.
I wore the VHS tape on that one out.
Yeah, a lot of us probably did. Then you've got Child's Play, that was on its second week. Ernest Saves Christmas, second week. Oliver and Company, first week. Then you got High Spirits, Fresh Horses. Sounds like a Beard of Liberty movie. And then we've got 1969 down there at the bottom. So all new movies. And Iron Eagle, too. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, there's a movie on number 11. I cut it off. It was on its 22nd week. I'm gonna have to look it up again because I forgot what it was. But it was. I'm gonna let you guys chat and I'll look it up because it surprised me that movie was still 22 weeks.
1969 is actually a pretty good movie. I've seen that one.
You know what? I'm pretty sure you have seen that one. You are you are not like
the polar opposite of Beard, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Like Beard of Liberty. I'm pretty sure you own it and it's in the back there, and you have it on like VHS. And...
Yeah, because I'm looking at this. Hang on, let me count. 1, 2, 3.
I want to know how many laser discs does Death Row have?
I only have about 2 or 3 of those, to be honest.
Really? Because I was like, he's probably got like a little section of some bougie entertainment there with Laserdisc.
The issue with Laserdisc is they have the belt drives and they wear out. So unless you know how to repair yourself, you can't really do anything about
them. Okay, number 11 was on its 22nd week. We reviewed the movie, and it was still making a good chunk of change.
Oh, it had to have been Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
No, it was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, if that one was on here, then I could say that I've seen 5.5 of these movies.
And then
currently I can only say 4.5.
And then Big was on its 25th week. So
look at this. This is something you won't see today. You got 2 Disney movies in the top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Beard, have you seen Fresh Horses?
Nope.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I would have thought you saw that movie.
It sounds
I thought that
familiar.
said Fresh Houses.
No, I've seen Land Before Time. Watched that a lot as a kid. Only
Yeah.
anybody who's not seen it, only watch the first one. Everyone, all the other ones are stupid.
Yeah.
I've seen
you look-
I've seen parts of Child's Play. I've seen Ernest Saves Christmas, and I've seen Oliver and Company, and now High Spirits.
Right.
Oliver and Company is also fantastic.
Yeah, this was a very kid-heavy weekend.
I gotta look up and see what Fresh Horses this Fresh Horses
Nice.
was, because it was in 1,200 theaters. It's like nearly
Yeah.
1,300.
You know, when I heard you say Fresh Horses, I thought you were gonna say
Let the romance begin.
Romancing the Bone.
It's a Molly Ringwald movie.
All right, so maybe we'll review it. I don't know, but are you
It's got a
surprised?
worse rating than this film.
Yeah, this was pretty spread out. I'm not. I mean, there's not like a movie on this list in the top 10 that jumps out. We're like that movie should, be the nut. Like it looks like it's pretty spread out here. So I got some other funny stuff for this. So this was an article that came out about this movie, right when the movie came out. Spirits high on special effects. Got a 2-star review back in the day. That was a fair. Let's just say this person didn't really like it. So I like how he highlights Liam Neeson.
Oh no, it's by Steve Dollar. He sounds pretty cheap.
Yeah, Palm Beach. But yeah, he 200-year-old ghost is how old she is, but he wasn't too fond of this movie. There was a review of this movie that came out. But yeah,
Steve Dollar needs the barking dog.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's definitely not me this time. Actually, I take it back. Steve Dollar's way too smooth-faced. He didn't deserve the barking dog.
Here's a funny poster. Yeah, Beard, you were talking about how like nothing resembles the movie. Here's the another poster.
Now, what was it called again? Like when she would pass through him? You guys remember?
Oh
What
shoot!
was it called in The Shining?
It was giving him a sign, right?
Yeah, I remember like suddenly she looked like she was out of the Michael Jackson's Moonwalker game. It started like little starlight sparkles would fall out of him.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like Pride, but it's not Fried. It's something else. Shoot, now I can't remember. They said it was something really weird.
Like she frizzled him or something.
It's a ghost term. Basically, when they pass through you. I
wonder how many
hot dogs. Okay. You know what they make those things out of, huh, Chet? You know? Lips and assholes.
I don't know. Was it flying? Maybe
no.
Okay. Maybe we could look it up. Maybe someone on the panel can look it up.
I'm working.
So I also this movie is just like I said, it's fun, but I bet you if you watched it when you were a kid, you really would have liked it. But then when you watch it as an adult, you probably don't like it. Yeah. So, what do you think? Here's the VHS of the movie. I know we're on this like VHS kick here.
Does Death Row have that? That's what I want to know.
You got two different versions.
No, that's one I do not have on VHS. Actually,
there's two different versions. Like one was from Media, looks like He-Man, a He-Man logo, and then you've got the front.
Looks like a bootleg you'd get at a Comic-Con.
Yeah, four front video, and like this movie did not do very well in the movie theater. So it literally went into the bargain bin, probably at your local video store. It was probably $1 rental, maybe 50 cents if they had that. It's just not a very. It just didn't do very well. So But I'm surprised you don't have this stuff, bro, on VHS.
It's not really one I look for, to be honest with you.
Okay.
When it comes to VHS, the stuff I look for is mostly like really the horror stuff, not the comedy.
Yeah.
This probably fits more in the comedy section than it does horror.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that's like Clue. Remember Clue, the movie Clue? It's just kind of silly. But I mean, it's a fun movie. Rick wanted us to review it, so he must have really liked it.
Now y'all done sent me down a rabbit hole here.
Great.
Trying to find that word.
Yeah, but I ended up finding something else.
Oh, geez. Don't share it on the screen. Rick, okay, since this was your pick and you enjoyed it so much.
I mean, as a kid, I did. I thought this was an entertaining film.
Did that change when you were an adult?
And rewatching it now, I'm like, it was fun to rewatch it again because I remembered things, like I said, from that I forgot about when I watched it as a kid. But it's not something that I feel like I need to revisit anytime.
Yeah, me
soon.
Beard's like, why do these guys always make me watch these crazy movies? Now the end, we're not going to really ruin it. We could if we wanted to. It ends kind of nicely. I'll put it that way. There's not like a bad.
It's a happy ending. It's a weird ending, but it's happy.
It is definitely a happy ending, Beard. Yeah.
Somewhat, yeah.
Everyone gets tucked.
The Beard got spectrophilia.
Wow. Yeah. So it works out.
Everything they do is magic.
But yeah, very, very good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and do our I'm gonna wrap it up. It seems like we already have our idea about this movie. So what we normally do when we do our final
scalping, that's what it was called. Scalping. Just had to throw it out there.
You found it.
Found it. Scalping.
I was trying to pull up the stream again so I could watch the subtitles. Scalping, yes.
Say that without yelling.
Scalping.
Scalp like
it's like kelping, but scalping.
Yeah, just take the A out and put an E in scalp.
Okay. Before you pull up the official review, I will say I actually kind of enjoyed this. I don't think it's good, like a highly rated movie. It's dumb, it's simple, but it's, you turn it on in the background, you don't really have to worry about who's in the room if you got family around. It's got enough chuckles and it's got enough like lines
That's
in it that are memorable that you can just kind of run with it. So I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Scalping in this film. You can't put this on around family.
Yeah, there's a shower scene.
That's fine.
But we're gonna add our final review. Our
Wardy McKenzie gets fresh with Beverly D'Angelo. What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness. You know what? Yeah.
The tree touched me.
So we're gonna write this on Criticalist. We always do. We always do put our review on criticalist.com. This is a site where critics do not exist. You can follow all of us there. After the Weekend, Beard of Liberty, and Death Row. He does a lot of reviews over there, so you can follow us there if you haven't already. So we're gonna do our final review on this, our final thoughts. Then we're gonna share something kind of fun with you all before we wrap it up. I mean, I'm literally maybe right here, to be honest.
I don't think it's bogus.
Okay. So we're gonna go up a little bit. Okay.
I think it's decent.
Okay. Are we a decent 42 or a decent 50?
42 is a good number.
42. You're on the border. Okay. We'll go right here.
Well, he said 49, so it's
okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue higher than that. I enjoyed it, but I can't argue that it's a fantastic movie.
Okay.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I remember seeing it as a kid, and then when I got into college, that's when Suncoast was real popular in the town that I was going to college in. And I saw it for sale on DVD at Suncoast, and I was like, "Oh, look, I remember that movie. This is gonna be awesome." And I watched it again, and this is not so awesome.
We lost R2 with this comment right here.
Deck maintenance.
That's a joke that's been going a long time.
He keeps talking about the deck.
Scalping the
He's-
deck.
He's proud of his dick.
I must have missed it.
Maintenance.
So right ahead.
Anyway,
You put enough scalping going.
All right. So any graphic language? I think there's a little bit, right? I don't think there's
not much. Nothing that you wouldn't hear on TV at the time, really.
no. Not like that kid in the PSA. Ah, hell.
No, I mean,
Well, British swearing is very different than American swearing, though, too. So there could have
Yeah.
been some swear words that we just passed right over us.
Like bloody.
Or
I wonder
Um,
if "tough" really is a slang word.
there's a bit of violence. A woman gets stabbed.
Yeah,
A bit of violence. There's a little bit of sexual scenes, little shower scenes.
Just put scalping.
Hmm.
You want me to put scalp? I don't know how to spell the word.
So at least this, I looked up slang and "tup," and the first thing that comes up is chiefly British, a male sheep, a ram, and secondly, a heavy metal body, especially head of a power hammer.
Wow.
Oh,
That's what she said.
so anyway, that's what "tup" is.
Beard said it's a maybe on family friendly.
Yeah.
It mostly is.
Maybe.
So here's what Beard was talking about. It's a decent movie, but it's a little bit. It's kind of entertaining, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, Steve Guttenberg, he's Steve Guttenberg, so some of his stuff kind of gets a little bit of annoying because it's the same shtick for a lot of the comedy that he's doing. Peter O'Toole, I think, steals
Like his
the show.
His shirtless
Yeah.
scenes.
I think basically any scene that Peter O'Toole is in, he makes it worthwhile watching the entire movie.
Yeah, I would say that too. I think we
Yeah.
agree. So
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna what were you saying, Defro?
No, I was just gonna say anytime there's wind and somebody's clothes are coming off, that's a good scene too. Saying.
Look,
Yeah.
they need better zippers and buttons. It's not it's not anybody else's fault.
Seemed to happen a lot in this movie.
Yeah, I think they might have been all hanging out together. So there you go. We have it as a 45% decent on Corregos.com. Again, you can check us out on Corregos.com over there and add your own review. They would love for you to do that if you haven't already. So, what else is going? Okay, what happened now? A power hammer.
Don't. I'm sorry. He's just
He
the
spelled
joke
it wrong.
keeps
It's
going.
supposed to be deck maintenance.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I love a flaccid weekend, though. Just...
Alrighty.
JT's never going to let all three of us back on at the same
No.
time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's getting a little crazy. But it's good. Yeah, we're good. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. It was fun. I wouldn't go run back and watch it again. But
Yeah.
Would you say that it's better than something today?
Oh, it was definitely better than The Last Jedi. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched.
Yeah, I mean, there is something to be said for story.
That's what she said. Michael.
There is something to be said for simple stories that know what they're doing. They set out, they do what they wanted to do. They don't get super dramatic. It's just a lightweight, good time sort of movie. And every now and then, that's what you're in the mood for. You don't always want to sit down for a 2.5 hour dramatic slog. Sometimes you just want something lighthearted you can put on while you're doing something else. And I think this movie fits that bill.
Right. I would agree.
And I think that too many movies these days try to be that really heavy hitting sort of thing, but they often fail at it and become garbage compared to what we just watched, even though that they put a lot more money and sometimes writing, sometimes not, and in effort, sometimes not, into it. And I just think if people stop trying to be a blockbuster Emmy winner and just made a fun story every now and then, you know, this didn't make a lot of money. It actually didn't make its money in the box office, but it must have done something afterwards on VHS and DVD, like a lot of these movies from the 80s did that didn't really catch on.
I think a lot of people saw the movie store and they were like, I don't know what this is.
And I knew what it was, though.
Well, and then maybe their kid watched it, like R2, and he enjoyed it, and he always wanted to rent it.
Yeah.
Speaking of video rentals, so we have some new style of videos coming out on After the Weekend. We are starting to do. We had an idea to do, since we're all about the nostalgia and movies of the past. We wanted to kind of do like a top 5 what you would probably rent in 1985 and 86, and we'll do 87 and 88 and 89, and we're gonna go all the way probably till I don't know the 2000s, because that's when Blockbuster Video was kind of on its heyday, right? Its golden years was in those 2 decades. So definitely check them out.
Be able to go to a Blockbuster right now.
Yeah, I know. I don't think there's even one left anymore.
There's one left. It's up in like Oregon or Minnesota or something. Yeah.
So what I recommend for everyone, if you haven't seen those videos, definitely go out. The 86 will come out tomorrow. 87 will come out next week, and then, like I said, we'll have one every week after that. And then who knows? If you like them, you may get a top 5 video game rental, maybe action rental, or like Beard of Liberty, fishing videos. We can even do
we could do top 5 videos that Beard didn't see this year.
Yeah, top 5 videos behind the curtain. Those kind of videos in the video store. So anything. So I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of that, and that way you can go check it out. But you can find this first one on our channel. So here we go.
Hey there, movie lovers. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip back to 1985, a golden year for home video rentals. We've ranked the top 5
and we have a new lady.
Movies of the year.
Her name
and
is
we'll be counting down from number
Emily,
5 to the ultimate number 1 rental of 1985. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive in.
That lady was so happy.
Poster right there.
This is a video store. And this is a great movie.
Kicking off our list at number 5 is the 1984
So we're going to count down 1 to
horror
5,
films.
and we'll
Directed
go
by
through
Joe
each
Dante
movie.
and produced by Steven Spielberg.
They're not very
this
long.
movie was a smash hit, grossing over $148 million at the box office, but its legacy lived on in video stores throughout 1985.
So there you go. It's something that you can go check out and take a look on. I don't want to give you the full video because then you can go watch it. Yeah, we're excited about it. We think it's going to do well for our channel, hopefully, and so far it has. So go share it out with your friends. Yeah.
Now, before we go, guys, I got one question for you.
Uh-oh.
Who is it that Steve Guttenberg ended up with at the end of the movie?
What do you mean?
Because when Beverly D'Angelo's character falls out the window and he goes out there to pick her up off the ground, who does it end up being? It's Daryl Hannah's character, right?
Yeah.
So did she just possess her body?
Yes. So what happened was, if we're going to ruin the movie for everybody.
Well, it's 36 years old. It's probably older than most of the people in the room.
Poor Squeaka's down there, and she's all sad now.
Did I ever tell you about the day that Steve Martin died?
Steve Martin's not dead, Mike.
I know.
Run away, Squeaka. Shut off the video.
So yeah, basically what happens is, yes, Guttenberg ends up like hanging out with the 200-year-old ghost. They like do it, and she
scalp,
whatever you want to call it.
And he becomes really superficial.
Right. And then they fall in love, and then the other two, his real wife and Liam Neeson's character, she actually dies.
Well,
and
I
they
think
like
the
switch
short
positions.
I think the short answer is because it's on Halloween when the physical world and the spirit world can interact. Right before that ability passes, is that as one spirit's leaving the body, the other one decides to take over. And
Yeah.
so
She gets crushed by a bus.
No, she falls out a window.
Yeah, she fall.
Oh, I thought she gets crushed by a bus. I can't remember. But the bus
Yeah.
is there. The bus is right next to her.
It'd be kind of
Yeah.
hard to take over her body if she's crushed by a bus.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I think we see
All that scalping for nothing.
we see the character's name is what, Mary?
I just think
Okay,
I
I
think
didn't
we
want to
see-
ruin. I didn't want to ruin the entire movie for Squeaka because right now.
I just
Well,
think
yeah, but
Daryl
you were
Hannah,
getting
Liam
into
Neeson
you were
were
getting into more plot points that led up to
the
it.
swingers got really bored with each other. That's really what's going on here.
Well, here's the thing. Guttenberg is like the win-win out of all this thing because he got a rich wife still, right?
Yeah.
With a different personality that's nicer to him.
Yeah, he got another blonde, another good-looking blonde. He got money again. He doesn't really have to do anything. He just hangs out in the
didn't give
castle.
anything up.
No, he didn't die. He just got more places to do push-ups at for his pectorals.
Or at least he gets more. The
There you
scalping
go.
is more often and more frequent. Well, that's the same thing. Shut up.
Well, I put the link in the chat for the video. If you want to go watch the top 5, go right ahead. But definitely look out for those. But yeah, there you go. There's the wrap up. Here's the ending. Now I'm glad I've never watched this film. Yeah, I'm glad we watched it for you and told you about it.
It's fine, Jeff. It's fine.
I don't know, Jeff's he has his limits. So, you know.
I mean, if he's in the
That's a man of
scalping, that's a
discerning
perfect movie.
taste.
I mean, some of the sets look pretty good. The special effects, some of them are okay. It definitely was kind of a weird time for special effects in the industry, and apparently they had more budget than I thought they did. So I don't know exactly. I guess a
Probably
lot of that
paying,
might have gone to casting.
Yeah,
They were all technically practical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a fun watch. It's not going to blow your socks off. It doesn't deserve any.
Are you
awards,
trying to
but it's
convince
fun.
everyone to watch it? Because you guys just keep convincing.
Well, you act like with some of these movies, like I'm the
Defending it.
only negative one on it, and I actually enjoyed this one a little bit, and I figure out I should make a point. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
All right.
Beard.
Guttenberg for the win.
Alrighty, everyone. Guttenberg
Wait,
for the win.
I was gonna say, does the Death Row want to share what he's got?
Oh yeah,
going
yeah.
on?
Well, I haven't hit the end button. Apparently, StreamYard has changed everything. So, Death Row, do you have anything coming out that from your video store?
Well, this past week I just had dropped a review of a Bruce Campbell movie. Well, it's not really a Bruce Campbell movie, but he's one of the main characters in it, and it stars David Carradine as Dracula.
Oh, okay.
And it's hold on.
You scared off Squeaka.
I scared her off.
No, Beard did.
Anyway, it's called Sundown: The Vampires in Retreat. And basically, you have to go watch the review. It's kind of a weird, odd one. But Bruce Campbell plays Van Helsing in it.
Okay.
Aren't they like vampires that can like be out during?
Yeah, because they have 100th SPF sunblock.
Yeah, I've heard about this film.
so many wild, spooky movies these days. So next week we're gonna do Trolls 2. Troll 2. And this was a Death Row selection because he's our special guest for the month. So we're all super excited to watch that movie.
I get the feeling I might not have enjoyed that one nearly as much as I enjoyed this one.
Oh my god!
What I plan on doing is I'm going to do a review of Troll the movie on Saturday. Then we'll try to lead into your Troll 2 on Monday.
Oh, we would appreciate that. That would be really cool.
So, but they're completely two separate movies. You can watch them independently, and they're nothing. One doesn't have anything to do with the other one at all.
Yeah, which is weird. So we'll watch it. And then the rest of our movies will let you know what we're doing for the month. And then R2, I think you're going on another break, right? For a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be my last episode for a while. I don't really have an ETA on when I'm going to be back. Wednesday, I'm getting the call to go over my last test results, and they're supposed to do scheduling that day for my my surgery, and I don't know what day that'll be on. But I'll keep JT and Beard posted, just so you guys can all know I'm still alive and kicking. And how I'm doing, and hopefully too, I'll have an idea of when I'll be back to join everybody in the shenanigans. So
yeah,
I look forward to that. But I had a great last episode for now. This was a lot of fun, very memorable night. So thank you all for.
You're welcome. We could have ended it on Goonies, not this movie, but it's okay. Anyways, I have fun with you all the time, Archie. It's great stuff. Beard, where do you? Okay. Where are you tomorrow?
Tomorrow, be on Jacob Ironside's channel for the movie Tremors. Looking forward to that because those movies and the TV show were all fantastic.
Yes, we reviewed that on this channel a few years ago, actually.
But yeah, other than that, the only other thing I want to put out there is Beard of Liberty on YouTube. Been doing some gaming. Recently wrapped up Fallout London, the main story yesterday. So I'm going to be swapping that out for what looks like Ghostwire Tokyo.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to getting into that.
And you're getting close to 100 subs, so
I'm up to 65. Decent number of watch hours too, considering that only the after the live stream ones really count. So
it depends who you talk to, but yes, it's good to know that you're doing well over there. So go check them out, and we'll have fun. Everyone else, we'll look forward to seeing you next Monday, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell. So I'm gonna try the end of stream and see if it works. If we're all standing here still.
If we just disappear, blame StreamYards because we don't know what's going to happen.
All righty, everyone. Have a good rest of the week. It's nice seeing you.
Good night.
Yeah.
Wish R2 a good recovery. How about that?
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Later. And I have
truck to refrigerators to dumpster, 360 spin onto the palace, backflip gainer into the trash.
This is it. Next. Big just relax and have fun. Just gonna have fun with it.
Talking away, I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway.
I'm lucky
Today's another day to find you sighing away. I'll be coming for your love, okay?
Hey, it worked.
That worked